Alright, welcome back to another edition of Technique Tuesday. Today we're going to be going over the box jump, which is a great dry land CrossFit exercise. And even if that's not really your forte, just straight up weightlifting, it has a ton of carryover for a lot of other explosive movements, such as Olympic lifts or deadlifts, bench press, squat, anything where you are going to need a little bit more juice there at the end of the movement. The reason why it's such a great exercise is because it really trains what's called the stretch shortening cycle. And so what that is a process that goes on in your body that it's the change of potential energy to kinetic energy through the process of stretching and contracting your muscles. And so it really does this for the box jump in 3 stages. You're going to have a load 1, a load 2, and then a release. And so what that looks like is if you imagine a spring or like a rubber band, we're going to stretch it, we're going to contract it, and then we're going to release. And it's going to spring much farther than our first load stage. It's going to work, your legs, your core, your upper back. It's a lot of stability, and it can be a lot of fun too. So let's head up to the weight room and check it out. Taking a look at the phases going into a box jump. Phase 1, we're going to stretch out all our muscles, glutes, hamstrings, calves, core, stretch them out. Then in phase 2, we're going to compress them, working all the same muscles in the opposite fashion, and then we're going to release like a spring and hit the box. We'll take a look at it a little faster here. Again, we're working our glutes, hamstrings, calves, core, also our hip flexors. All these muscles are going to work together to give us that pop. Looking at it from straight ahead, everything stays the same. We're going to land in a nice stable position and then stand up and then dismount safely. 2 things with this side view here is, 1, we want to have our foot entirely on the box just to give a nice stable position. Second is that when we land, we want to land in a position where our hamstrings are parallel to the ground. Landing too low can mean that the box is probably at your max height or even a little too high for where you're at currently. Variation, this is a drop jump box, so we're going to drop down, then jump up. This and all the other variations we'll show you are a great way to change the tension on the stretch shortening cycle and help you improve your max box jump. This one will jump from ground to a shorter box to a higher box. Alright, we're going to jump from a seated position. You can also do this jumping onto an actual box. That's if you're a more advanced level. This one it's a dead drop, so we're jumping then hitting the ground. Here's a couple vertical jumps. Same process, just not focusing on getting onto a box. A great way to test your stretch shortening cycle is just to do a bunch of variations. Here we have a horizontal jump. The process stays the same, but if we change the tension or the timing of the cycle, it's going to improve our maximum cycle. So here we're doing a little eccentric squat jump. So we're going to go down on a 5 count, hold for 3, jump up, hold for 2. Then we're going to go do it again here. We're going to add some weight and just go right into it. You can also do this eccentrically like previous, or you can just go right into it. Different kind of resistance here. We're going to use bands. It works the same as the weight, or even doing no resistance, just adding tension to that jump and that stretch shortening cycle. All right, well, that's the box jump. Hope you enjoyed it. There are a lot of other exercises that will work the stretch shortening cycle. So in the future, we'll give you some of those and we'll let you know what's going on. But box jump is sort of the most common one that is going to be used across all different exercise experiences. Like always, we hope to see you next week. And if you have any other comments or questions, feel free to direct message us or drop them in the comments. All right, see ya.